Hey everybody, welcome back to the chaotic little book corner. I don't know if I should make this video. I'm really torn. But recently, at one of Trump's rallies, and then again in the public talking to the press, Trump stated that he wishes to reinstall and reinstate institutes, asylums, places for the mentally ill to go. Now, here's where I'm at. First of all, this is in response to the shootings that are happening in America. If you want to blame the mentally ill on these shootings, you need to take into consideration several things. One, that the mental health system has failed these people and that they are now in a state of complete and total lack of strength and compassion and sanity. Now, you're claiming that these people have acted out of a mental health ideal. You're claiming that these people are going on these shooting rampages because they're mentally ill. I will stand by anyone who is mentally ill 100% and tell you that they are not murderers. Some of them may be, but not all of them. And I only say that because some of any group of people are going to be murderers, rapists, anything like that. It is inevitable. Because you are a certain thing does not make you excluded from potential danger. But the mentally ill in general are more likely to be victims of the actions of a violent act than they are to be the perpetrators of a violent act. Now, why I'm making this video is for a couple reasons. One, I want you to look at me and understand first and foremost, I am a person with mental illness. I am not going to kill anybody. I'm getting treatment. I'm on meds. I'm working my ass off to get myself to a point where my trauma is not affecting my day-to-day life. Yes, I need help from the government because I am unable to function in a regular way, but that does not make me dangerous. That does not make me evil. That does not make me any sort of problem to society. I am not a problem for society. And neither is any other mentally ill person. We are not burdens. We are different. We think differently. We have a different idea of how the world works in our own brains, and we function differently. That doesn't make us bad people. I feel very strongly that you need to understand that just because someone is mentally ill, it does not mean they're dangerous. There are so many facts that will prove this. I will be right back. I need to get a charger because otherwise this is gonna die. Don't go anywhere. I promise I'll be back. Okay, so I decided to make this video on a very random basis, and it was very much advised against, actually. Look, I'm expecting to get trolled. Bad. I really am. I am expecting to get hate on this video. I am expecting to get so much backlash, and I understand where people are coming from. They're coming from a place of fear, and I know that they believe that these people that are violent and shooting are mentally ill, but I can promise you, if they are, that is not why they're shooting people. They're shooting people because of hate and racism and ignorance and homophobia and you know, just hate is not a mental illness. It's not. You can't claim hate is a mental illness. These actions are of people who have been very vocal about their ideas of hate for other people, for other groups of people. They have been very vocal about their ideas of a better America and what it would look like, and how a lot of the people that are being killed would be better off dead or out of America. This is not random acts. I don't believe that if a person who was mentally ill went on a killing spree, there would be a specific target. I don't. I don't believe a person who is mentally ill will necessarily go on a killing spree. In fact, I think it's very rare that a mentally ill person will go on a killing spree. I think that you have to understand that for someone who is mentally ill, 95% of our day is spent just fighting to get our brain to function in a way that allows us to get out of bed. There are people who can't get out of bed, who can't shower, who can't eat. There are people who can't sleep. There are people who are having trouble speaking to friends and family and having trouble communicating their own needs, their basic needs. They are not about to shoot you. That is not their goal. That is not their option. They're not doing that. Overall, I just have to say that my point is, if we open these asylums back up, if we open these institutes back up, we're not doing it to help the mentally ill. We're doing it to push them away, to hide them from society. Why? We're not hurting anybody. We're different, yes. And there are so many homeless people who are mentally ill and not on their medications. But that's not always their fault. It's not always in their control. And we need better systems for the mentally ill. We do. We need more help in mental health hospitals. We need more help at hospitals for the mentally ill to come in and be able to get treatment. We need more help for healthcare to allow them to get their medications without having to break the bank. We need people to be able to provide for themselves and function on a regular basis and have the help that they need, which could involve having a treatment plan set up for them, which could involve having someone drive them to appointments because they can't drive. There are so many things we could do for the mentally ill that are not on the table, that are not being discussed. And I have to tell you right now, these institutes are not for the mentally ill, they're for the mentally sound. We are not making these institutes out of anything but fear. And that is going to harm the mentally ill to the point where there are going to be deaths and suicides. Not deaths of those who have been hated, but deaths of those who have been hurt and left behind and forgotten and put into asylums and into treatment that is beyond them and shouldn't be given to them and is dangerous for them and is harmful to them. Look, I'm not an expert. I'm not. But I'm speaking as an expertise on my own mental health and my own experience and my experience talking to other mentally ill people. I have so many people who reach out to me and tell me their story. And they're not dangerous people. They just want to be heard. They just want help. And 95% of the time you have to tell them to go see a therapist and they can't afford it. It's just a lot. I don't even know if this is recording right anymore. I think that's everything. And I hope that this video recorded, and I hope that it got everything in the end. I'll do another video if you guys ask me to, but for right now, this is what I've got. Please, please, don't start institutes just to put us away. Please don't. We need help, not harm. I'll do a video soon on mental health books that I've talked about before in the past, and mental illness and what that looks like. But for right now, I think that's everything I need to say. So thank you to my Patreons for supporting me. You guys are wonderful, and I know you guys love my videos, and it means the world to me. Thank you to my subscribers. You guys are so supportive and wonderful as well. You do so much for me. I will talk to you all in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.